if you're new here, me and John, we're crypto miners. We started a crypto mine. We are resellers, and we're here to document our journey. So come along with
some
us.
things need to be brought into light, and some understanding needs to be had when it comes to buying crypto machines from US based resellers like us. Mark and I have gone, well, Mark mainly has gone and done some serious legwork and has vetted a number of suppliers, and we've changed suppliers, and we're always updating and looking for better suppliers. But a lot of these suppliers, we have some here in the US, but a lot of them come from Malaysia or China. So it takes a lot of vetting and a lot of late nights. So, want to kind of divulge that with you guys and share that information, and why our prices look the way they do. So let me go ahead and share. Let me bring up our website here. Boom. All right. So hopefully most of you guys are familiar with our site, coastalcryptomining.com. Hopefully they'll get a facelift here in the coming months, or we're working on it as things progress. That's one of our bigger things for 2023 is to kind of give our site a facelift and to clean it up a little bit and to really dial in the equipment that we offer. We're trying to be a one-stop shop for a lot of cryptocurrency miners, but we're, inventory right now is few and far between for some of the stuff that's out there. So we're going to try to dial in a lot of the equipment here. But jump over to our shop. Now, I know a lot of you guys, I'm sure, just go straight to the shop and don't really read any of the stuff here at the top. I don't blame you. I'm guilty of doing it too when I go shopping on sites. Our prices are competitive. We try our best to find stuff. If something is not on our site, we do our best to find it. We get a lot of questions about specific machines. We try our best to weigh in on those machines, whether, say, for example, it's the L5. We found a bunch of L5s. They were, hit or miss, roll the dice, whether they were good or not. But we offer them, but we're trying to steer people away from them just because we don't feel that it's worth somebody's money. If that's something you're dead set on getting, we can absolutely provide it for you, but we're going to, do our best to give you all the information that you guys need to make smart, educated decisions. We're not financial advisors. We don't give out financial advice. Our shipping policy, quality is important to us, Asic miners, due to shipping regulations and tariffs, VAT tax and things of that nature, import tax, going through, some of the ports, everything from China to the US. Asic equipment is first shipped to our inspection facility in Virginia, which would be me, and then prior to shipping to the customer. GPUs, due to nature of the pre-order system, which we don't have anymore, so this needs to be updated a little bit, but we're still going to go over it. Shipped directly from the supplier. For more shipping information for bulk orders, obviously reach out to us. We try our best to keep shipping as competitive as we can and as low as we possibly can. One thing we cannot control, that we do not have control over, is import tax. But we negotiate with our suppliers to kind of compensate for that. You want to go into more detail on that, Mark, since you have a little more experience dealing with some of this stuff?
Yeah, I mean, import tax itself, especially when you're doing volume, like it's just unavoidable. Even on like smaller equipment and things like that. Import tax itself is 25% of the value of the item, and then depending on the company that you're shipping through, like they might have some facilitating fee. UPS is known for having some bunk fees that are involved in bringing things over from, Bitmain and other areas in China.
DHL is a pain.
Yeah. DHL is a pain. Every single one of the shippers that do international shipping, they all have their own criteria. So it's very hard to figure out. I mean, we have some notes down on some of them, and we typically try to go through DHL when it comes to us, at least, from our suppliers overseas, if we're getting things from overseas. But yeah, we've gone through vetting processes since we started. The whole reason that we became a mine was because we were tired of getting screwed over by, we started in the bull market. So, there were a ton of scams out there, or if you're ordering machines from certain companies in the region before like the China ban went through on crypto mining, there were it's just sketchy companies doing sketchy shit, to put it in like the most layman terms that I can put it in. And so John both got tired of it. And so I started vetting suppliers, building relationships, things like that. And we've gone through quite a few suppliers since starting. And, we're whittling down to the ones that are most reliable, that can give us the best price for what we feel the value that we can offer to you guys. And so at the end of the day, with, getting products from China, especially if like it's new in the box, there are certain things, they have a price per terahash on certain machines. We add very little when it comes to a profit margin on a machine. Obviously, we need to keep the lights on, so there is some fluff in there, but it's not a lot. However, if we're talking, you want a machine and you want it now, and when I say now, like a couple weeks, you're talking about getting it from the Beijing province of China, and they have to air that to us. That's not cheap, and it's getting more expensive. For a good example, in some cases, in most cases, we can do 7 to 10 business days getting it from to us to you. Doing that, though, providing that service, you're probably looking at roughly about a $350 air fee from them to us. And so like that's just something that we have to unfortunately include in our pricing when we're quoting out certain things on machines. I will tell you this, though. If you were to take specific miners, and let's say you went to compare between us and a well-known competitor of ours.
Don't name names.
Yep. I guarantee that you should be able to see the bottom line. We are always cheaper. Because again, we don't add a lot of fluff. Now, I don't want to say that's every time, but it is prevalent.
We do our best. Just to kind of jump onto that Mark's talking 350, 500, whatever it may be for machine size and weight and everything like that. And when a question comes up a lot, what about bulk orders? It increases quite a bit more when it comes to bulk orders. A lot of times we can get away with $350, $500, and that's on the cheap side, where we're claiming these through customs as server equipment, as hardware, and we can usually get it through customs fairly quickly. We've done business and communicated with customs, whether it's coming through Miami or New York or Norfolk, Virginia, or wherever it's coming from. We can usually do fairly well keeping it within that 350 range. It has gone up since we started business and we opened our doors, but as of late, 300, 350, 500 seems to be the golden zone. When you get to bulk orders, and you're getting bulk orders from overseas, and you're not getting them from, say, a farm that liquidates here in the States, it goes up exponentially. You can't, it's very difficult to hide, or not, I shouldn't say hide, it's very difficult to pass a pallet of miners through customs without raising suspicion. They're going to stop it. They're going to inspect it. They're going to see what's inside of it. And we've had a number of packages opened and gone through and inspected. And that's part of the nature of doing import and export. But when you get to those large pallet size orders or multi-pallet size orders, whether it be, say, from our supplier DCX, and we're doing shipping container size stuff, where we're talking $5,000, we're talking $2,500, $5,000 worth of just fees for shipping to get it to the States. So, these are just the things that a lot of times, a lot of sites don't show you guys until you hit the buy button. Our prices, what you see includes all of that VAT, all of the major VAT, tax, and shipping. Now, there is a shipping fee from us to your facility, to your farm, your house. That is it. But you can always get around some of those fees if you want to drop the price. I mean, we have supporters, Blue Moon Mining, Son of a Tech, Red Panda Mining, Aaron, if you want to go directly through him. These resources, you can get some discounts that a lot of other sites don't offer. And we just want to, open up the door a little bit to have that conversation with you guys to see what we can do to better our services, because, and I'm venting a little bit now, and having some of the conversations we've had in the past couple of days when it comes to shipping. Oh, well, so and so is offering the S whatever for this price, or so and so has the brand new whatever already in stock. BS. Those numbers that you're seeing, go hit buy now, see how much it changes. Then we'll have the conversation. Sorry, I was venting a little bit. I was ranting. So I got the Gold Shell X6 pulled up here. I'm gonna hit add to cart. Now we can go view cart. And it says, look, shipping to Virginia, $42. So you get your total. That is it. That is what you pay. There's not $100 shipping charge. There's on top of another tax charge, on top of this, on top of that. No, that is it. You pay your shipping, taxes built into it at that price for whatever state you're logging into our website in, and we're done. That's the end of the conversation, guys. And we try to make that as clear as we possibly can. And we do have promo codes. So you Son of a Text while Aaron's putting his in the chat. So we can hit apply.
Wow,
takes $100 off.
Magic.
I mean, magic. Come on now.
We have a pay later function too. I didn't even know that.
Yeah, if you have you have to be vetted through PayPal.
Okay.
So you have to have a PayPal account and have gone through the PayPal checks and balances to get that pay later function. It's not available to everybody.
Other features that we offer too, like we do direct invoicing. So there are certain products that you might see like a sales tax on or something along those lines, which is required by your state or not required, just depending on, again, what state you're in. We do direct invoicing to where like, okay, well, what does that look like compared to, what we're doing? Because like the L5, for example, that John was giving earlier, we do not list that on our website. We did at one time, but we realized the quality is not up to our standards, so we decided to just take it off. But we still, like he said, if that's you're dead set on getting an L5, we definitely will sell it. We will tell you right off the bat that we're not providing any warranty for it. We do, always offer our services for troubleshooting. But, if a board is bad, on arrival, that's just, it is what it is. That's those machines. And they're used and abused, and they were sent specifically from a direct mine. I've went on this rant a million times already. The thing is, we'll do direct invoicing. So, we'll put, what the cost is on there. And at that point, we could say, hey, all right, we're having some type of promotion going on right now or something. And the cost on the invoice is what the cost on the invoice is. We're not the big guys, right? To where you just deal on the website and just deal. Like, and I'm sure most of you in the chat already know that it's experience. Whether it's us or Aaron, we're here constantly in the DMs talking to you guys, telling you what's up, and just going over things. So it's just, we're trying to give you the behind the scenes of what it takes us to get the product here for you, and then getting it out to you, I guess.
Right. And it's not just us. Every retailer in the U.S. or U.S. based with U.S. Canada that's reselling Asic equipment is paying VAT tax, is paying all this stuff, and they're taking advantage of a lot of people out there, and we're just sick of seeing it, and it's getting aggravating having some of the conversations. We want, even if you find a better price someplace else, we understand you're going to find the best deal possible, but at least go find that deal with all the information available to you. And we're trying to give you guys that information. We as Coastal Crypto LLC have a Arizona resellers license. We are licensed resellers. It was a painstaking argument to get that license, but Mark was able to get it for us. So we have access to the same suppliers that Walmart, Best Buy. I was about to say Circuit City, but they're gone.
Well, I don't know about you. You're stuck in like the 1980s still. You have a Radio Shack over there.
I know. I have Radio Shack here. No. It's just a sign in a storefront. It doesn't exist anymore. But yeah. This is stuff that Mark and I have learned as we have progressed through this journey, creating Coastal Crypto, creating our hosting service, and now the token. We want to let you guys in on what it takes, what the conversations we have with Aaron or some of our other, Aaron's actually a sales guy of ours, questions that we have from our affiliates. And as we expand and grow the company, these are questions that we feel are answers that you guys deserve, is what I'm getting at, I guess.
Yeah, our whole thing is that we want to be transparent.
Yeah.
And the more we can do to be transparent, obviously the better for everybody. So yeah, I mean, we're trying to be as transparent as we possibly can. And that includes, showing what we do reseller wise, what's on the website, why is our pricing the way it is, things like that. Because again, we don't add much fluff.